Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review on my Nailtini November box. If you don't know about Nailtini, I'm probably not going to get into it in this video because I end up just going on forever and I'm trying to keep my videos at a minimum. So if you want info on Nailtini, be sure to check out the description box below. It'll have all the info, including the prices, the link to Nailtini's website, everything that you need to know. Basically, the gist that you should know, it is a nail polish subscription box that they send out every month. You can also buy it in group months for a discounted price per month. So, like I said, info in the description box below, but for now, let's go ahead and get into what I got in my box this month. All right, so this month does not have a guest mixologist like the previous months had. Instead, here's what Nailtini has to say about it. The bar master has channeled the glamour and elegance of winter fashion with the winter preview collection, featuring rich, warm tones with a serious shot of shimmer. As gorgeous against a cashmere sweater or suede jacket as they are with a spangled cocktail dress. This trio of dazzlers is this season's must-have for nails. The three shades that come in this month's box are Bourbon Satin, a deep bronzy brown awash with dark travel, French 75, a vibrant gold in sparkling liquid form, and Velvet Fizz, a rich red reminiscent of, you guessed it, Slinky Velveteen. Alright, so this is what all came in the box. I already took out the insides, but you can see everything that came in it. The three polishes as usual, and aren't they such pretty shades? I think I skipped the month before this one, I think just because I wasn't feeling the shades, but the minute I saw these three, I was like, nope, signing back up, have to have these polishes. And then of course with every month they send you two empty little mini bottles with ball bearings inside so you can mix up your own polishes. I did actually do a mix of polish 2 months ago because I had a little episode where one of my bottles broke when I tried to open it, which I actually had trouble with this polish opening it, and I'll give you a little secret as to what I did in case you have any polish bottles that are stuck and won't open. And the polish that I had 2 months ago, it shattered in my hand when I tried to force open it. The glass just went everywhere. So I still had a little bit of it left in the bottle after I took the glass out. So I went ahead and just poured it into these two empty containers. And I had one full bottle, completely full, and the other one only filled up halfway. So I was like, oh, well, I guess let me go ahead and play around with the formula. I have some polishes that I really don't like the formula of, that's too thin or too thick. Let me mix it with it and see what comes up. So I didn't actually end up doing a video for it. I just ran out of time. Things got so busy. So maybe I'll post some photos on Instagram because I did actually take photos. I just never filmed the video and everything. Maybe I'll post some photos on Instagram. Let me know down in the comments below if you want me to do that, if you want to see the little mixture that I come up with. So, and then it also actually I received two nail files in this month's box. I don't know if they sent out two to everybody. Normally you just get one, but a little freebie there. Why not? All right, so let's go ahead and get into close-ups of the bottles and my swatches. All right, first up we have the shade French 75, and it's that beautiful vibrant gold and sparkling liquid form. I found that with the first coat, it has a really, really nice gold base, but it's a little sheer and opaque, both at the same time in a way, I guess you could say. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. I wondered why I just wrote that down. It is both sheer and opaque. It just depends on how you turn your nail. In some lights it looks sheer, in some lights, you know, you turn your nail a certain way and then it looks opaque. It's very bizarre on the first coat. It is a little bit streaky. The glitter does pull. You kind of have to play with it a little bit to get the glitter where you want it to be, but it does dry at a slightly normal time, so maybe around, I'd say about 10-15 minutes or so for the first coat to dry. Now the second coat, it became completely opaque. It was a little bit trickier to spread. The brush really didn't open up to spread the polish on my nail well enough like I would have liked. It's a little bit gloopy, it's a little bit thick, but I absolutely love the color. The color is phenomenal. I didn't think I'd like this one, and this one almost became my favorite. It wasn't my favorite, this one is my favorite, which I'll go into later. But it still was one of those polishes that when it's on your nails, you just keep staring at it. You can't help but stare at it because it's just so pretty. So really excited about this polish, my second favorite of the box. Next up we have Bourbon Satin, which is a deep bronzy brown, awash with dark travel. The first coat, this is my least favorite of the box. The first coat, the brush just didn't spread it well. The brush would not open at all, and I don't know if it's maybe because the polish was just so thick, but it seemed to be thin, but it's not very dark on the first coat. However, I liked the color on the first coat better than the second coat because it went way too dark on the second coat. It spreads kind of oddly. It doesn't really pull, it doesn't really streak, but it just, I don't know, this formula just did not meld well with me. The gold, the bronze shimmer picks up so much prettier in the bottle than it does on the nail. I don't see it on the nail. No, I mean, I just don't, which I was kind of sad about. The bottle looks phenomenal, but on the nail, it just, And then the second coat, it was a lot easier to apply. It dried pretty quick, but it's too dark for me, and I just don't see as much bronze coming through as I would like. So it's not such a shame, because look at it in the bottle. I don't know where you can see the bronze and the gold, but it's so pretty. I mean, it's so rich looking and deep, and it's a sad thing when it just doesn't come out the same on the nail, isn't it? All right, last is the shade Velvet Fizz, which is a rich red reminiscent of, you guessed it, Slinky Velveteen. This polish, absolutely my favorite, in love with it, obsessed with it. It's perfect. The formula, it seems slightly watery on the first coat, but it's not at all streaky. And the brush, the only thing is the brush did want to load up quite a bit of product because I think it was a little more watery. So I did have to be careful kind of getting a little bit of the product off the brush before I applied it on my nail, but it glides on so well. I mean, it just glides right over that nail, evens out. It's beautiful. Not quite opaque on the first coat, definitely needs 2 coats, but the second coat deepens up a lot, but I love the deepness of this color. This color doesn't like completely just disappear with the second coat the way the you know, brown bronze one did. This one, it just turns into this sort of pretty, I already have chippage because I've worn it for like an entire week, turns into this sort of like an auburn tinted brown. It is so pretty. It looks more auburn in some lights and then more red in other lights, but such a beautiful rich shade and absolutely perfect for the holidays, both holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I'm going to be wearing this so much, I guarantee it already. It is absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love it. Alright, so that's it for my review of the polishes. Now let me just give you a little sneaky peek of the mani that I came up with using all 3 shades. Alright, so this is a pretty simple mani. I didn't go too crazy with it. I just applied a base coat and then 2 coats of French 75, which is that gold shade. And then I used some detail brushes to apply Bourbon Satin and Velvet Fizz just in some angled, I guess you could say angled lines. I wanted something kind of a little Thanksgiving-y, so I kind of took inspiration for maybe like an Indian pattern, I guess you could say. Just applying wherever I felt like applying. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Just made some V's in different thicknesses and different widths and in different places. So pretty simple. And then I applied a top coat using Seche Vite quick dry top coat. Alright everyone, so that's it for my review on my November Nailtini. Like I said, all the info is in the description box below, so be sure to check it out. But for now, happy polishing everyone. I'll talk to y'all all very soon. Mwah. Bye.